Thank you for tuning in to the weekly Relapse.
There you,
Rehaps?
there you go. There you go.
Rephrase.
Here we go.
You are listening to the Weekly Relapse with your host, Skylar Potter.
The day is done.
Let's party, junkies.
It's good for your soul. Every now and then just lose control. So please don't be scared. Come and dance if you dare.
What is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Weekly Relapse. I'm your host, Skylar Potter. I got Eliseo. I got Beefcake with me right now. What's going on, buddy?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
I'm over here taking a picture of myself.
Getting the selfie out. Yeah, I try to remember to take pictures and put them on Instagram. I'm so bad about self-promotion. I'm so bad about that.
No, I feel you because that was for my wife.
Oh, yeah?
I wouldn't even put that on Instagram. People would be like, "What is he doing?"
I feel like I have to. You know what I mean? Like, look, I've told you I'm doing stuff. Like,
Anytime there's a microphone, though, someone thinks they're a rapper, and you know how that is.
No, that's always fun, though. I've learned to enjoy stuff like that. Like, I go to a party, the dude wants to freestyle.
Oh yeah,
I'm the first
Blind
guy.
Josh. Blind Josh is the best freestyler in Amarillo.
For sure. I love
Shout
Blind
out.
Josh. But that's like one of the, like, this, my friend Aaron Lamar used to, like, rap at parties and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But he'd be really drunk. So, like, at the beginning of the night, he was pretty good. By the end of the night, you're like, but I was the one person who's always like, no, you want to rap? No, you want to rap too. He will rap. Let's get some music going. Like, because, like, I enjoy it. Like, I love to sit there, drink a beer, and watch just a freestyle. Like, good or bad. They both are both good for me.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
I've
Definitely lived in Amarillo then because that happens everywhere. If you're in the guitar world, it becomes a house party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What is it? One of the comics it was just in Amarillo. I really wish I could remember who said it. They were like, they're going on, they're riffing on a joke, and they're like, you know, the guy at a house party who knows just enough guitar to ruin the house party. Like,
That's so true.
yeah. But how's the business going, man?
Recycled entertainment. It is, we're changing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure people know that, you know, other big box stores have been going out of business and other video game chains have been slowly shrinking. We decided to evaluate our business and look at Amarillo and decide maybe what we're doing isn't the best option.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of stuff is moving to online, and so we decided to launch an online store.
Oh, no, that's going to be tight. I bet that's a lot of work, though.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, that's the goal, is to create jobs.
YouTube keeps telling me Wix.com. I'm just kidding.
It's okay. It's okay.
You can make your own website.
But, recycled.games is our website. You can go there, check it out. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you want something that's video game related. Let me know. There's an option there.
Man, I was just thinking about, I saw a post the other day. This guy had found a Virtual Boy and got it all working again. And I had one of those. And I'm pretty sure I sold it for I don't even remember, dude. I'm pretty sure gave it to like
I'm shaking my head.
oh man. I'm pretty sure it was Easy Pawn too. One of those.
Do you know how hot that is? You could do a podcast with the Virtual Boy and you'd probably go up 100 listeners just
Man,
because.
I used to I Wario World or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I had a boxing game. I had 5 games for it too.
Well, the bowling game.
I had that.
I'm sorry. It's about $2,000.
What? That's
a funny story, and I'm going to give you a gold nugget here. My brother, when he was helping out at Recycled, he was working the shop, and he had to make a sale, and he was all by himself, and he didn't know
yeah.
anything. So this guy come in, and he ended up selling all the games for $5.
Oh, dude.
And so when we got there, he's like, "I made $20." We were like, "Yeah!" And then as the weekend progressed, we found out why.
Oh man, dude. It's the other day I decided, and I actually wrote I'm actually gonna start doing a joke about this on stage, but this is true. My heart was broken. I decided to Google how much certain Pokemon cards I used to own are currently worth, or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or whenever I played Magic. And
so you sit down right before you do that?
I know. I was just I was curious. The way I tell it on stage, I'm yeah, I Googled that, and then I fucking cried at my desk. 'Cause there was
right, because it's not when you Google it and you're like, oh, there's this Charizard and it's selling for 10,000. You're like, okay, and then you go to eBay and then it's like this one sold for 8,600, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah, it's no bullshit. And
Oh.
yeah,
you know, like sold auctions. Okay, now
or
we're
even like smaller, like just like how much the original Yugi deck is worth.
yeah.
Like you're like it's 140 or something, or 120 is what last time I checked. I don't know what it is
all
now.
I'm gonna say is nostalgia is one hell of a markup.
Man, yeah, I'm experiencing that right now. I just hit the age where I'm buying all the shit that I used to love.
Wait,
that I
how old
had.
are you?
28, 29. I just turned
exactly.
28.
So it's a 20-year cycle.
Yeah.
So what were you into when you were 10? Because that's coming up next year.
I don't know. I just bought a bicycle.
Bicycle.
and I bought one. I swear, I bought one. Brett was like, "Why are you so dead set?" I kept explaining what I wanted the bike to look like, and then I saw one when we got there, and I bought it. And she was like, "Why have you been so set on this?" I was like, "It looks like the one I had when I was a kid."
Nostalgia.
Yeah, dude.
You'll do it.
That's so crazy.
It's cool though because like, not that I'm biased, but when I was a kid, we had cool toys.
Yeah, well, yeah, the original Xbox, like the fact that Brett for my birthday got me that and Fable, like my all-time
Dude,
favorite
she told
game.
me, she was like, "I'm losing him, but it's okay. I know where he is."
Yeah, dude, like it was the way it happened. She had it set up in here. It's actually right there. She had it
the
in-
lime green one. You're gonna like take a picture of that, right?
Yeah, I've already done it.
No, of course.
She comes and picks me up from work or something like that. We come home, and I had plans. I was like gonna work on my bug out bags or something. Like I was deep into it. Like this is what I'm doing. Can't wait to do this. I'm dead set on doing this. Don't even ask me to go do nothing. This is what I'm doing. And she was like, oh, she was about it. Okay, yeah, we'll do that for sure. She knew she wasn't gonna have to do it. She turned it on, and I was going upstairs to get our dog, and I was like, I could hear the music, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dude, I must really want to fucking play Fable right now. Like, I'm like thinking about the music, and then I came in here, and she walked through this door as I walked through that door, and like, my computer was closed, right? And the only time the TV's on really is when my computer's on. So
Right.
the TV was on. There was an image on it. It didn't even register what it was. I was more curious. I was like, why the hell is my TV on if my computer's off? And Brett was like, did you see what I got you? I was like, hold on. Why is I don't understand why the TV's on. And then it took me like a solid like 9-10 seconds to realize it was Fable. She was showing me the controller. I grabbed it from her, moved her out of the way, and set right where you're at. And I was there for like another 6 hours. I did not do shit that night.
That's what's up. Well, you fabled.
Yeah. And then she started buying me all these dope games. I'm like, aren't you trying to like keep me from gaming? She's like, yeah, but they're cool.
Well, I tend to like games.
I play way too much, dude. Do you play like you play weekly? Like you play games all the time?
Well, no. So I have a really irregular schedule. So there's two factors for me to play a game. Like I have to if I'm traveling and I'm not driving, I can play games. Or if I plan like if you were like, hey, let's come over, let's play some Xbox. We'll get down on some Stub Zombie or something like that. That's how I go play games. It's weird because I have a game story, so you think I would game more, but I'm so busy with everything else, the logistics and everything, that I'm reverse of what everybody else is.
I feel like PUBG and Fortnite are kind of like not ruining. That's the wrong word, but it's changing a lot of stuff, man. Like I've watched, like just playing those games is different. It means so much more.
Well,
when you're in the game, like everything means so much more because you only get it once. You start with nothing. Like it's and when like.
people love it, dude.
Like when you die, you kind of get used to dying, so you don't get like I feel like I don't get as angry at PUBG.
You can
sometimes I do.
Well, like the PlayStation and the Xbox networks are fantastic.
Yeah, well,
And so for you to switch in and out of the game,
it's like almost seamlessly.
yeah, you're just like, oh, I don't even like this game. I want to be in this game, and then you're playing within like 10 seconds. And I think looking at PlayStation 3s and the Xbox 360 and their online servers and everything, like I think we've come a long way. And games like you were talking about Fortnite and PUBG. I'm not sure about PUBG, but I know in Fortnite the game is free to play.
No, it costs $15 or $30 or something like that, and it's still in beta.
Okay.
But you get to download, like when they released the new map, I was able to download the test server and play it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So on Fortnite, it's free to play, and you buy skins for your character, which is or that makes your weapons and stuff look different. But
See, none
of
I
the
bought the
attributes.
battle pass
Oh,
when
right.
I was playing. I'm terrible at that game. I'm bad at building.
Dude, no kidding, man. Because I'll build something, someone shoots me, I'm dead.
Yeah, like if I build, I die, and if someone's near me building, I'm gonna die. I just don't.
My daughter Eris, she's like really big into Fortnite right now, and she just got her first win, the 100 man win. So she was like, "Dad, like you should really try this game." And I'm like, "Okay, all right, okay, I'll do it." I played Call of Duty, I played Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
And so, we get on the bus, we jump off, I'm landing, and like there's a gun. She's like, "Go get that gun." And I'm like, as I'm falling, like you can't fall any faster, so I'm just like wiggling it back and forth.
Yeah, trying to really get there. Yeah.
This other dude landed right next to it, grabbed it, had time to equip it, load it, and shoot me out of the air. I was like, this game is fantastic.
There's another element because PUBG's the same way. You drop out of a. It's just like it's Fortnite, but if you want to go more realistic.
Okay.
You have to pick up specific ammo for the specific guns. So not just like, big bullets for big guns. It's like, dude, I need 5.56, or I need 7.62, or I need 40 cal, or 45. I mean, or
I
9
can dig
mil.
it.
And then you find scopes, and then you know what I mean. And
You just build it up.
And you find You have to get you need to get a backpack, a vest,
We're
and a
getting
helmet,
down.
dude. And they have different levels, like level 1, level 2, level 3.
Yeah, that is like the opposite of Fortnite.
And they have vehicles and stuff. It's just more realistic.
Fortnite's like a stick, and you beat people.
But it has all the colors, man, and I'm just bad at it. Like headshots mean so much in both of those games. But what I was gonna say is like it's changing. I feel like it's changing a little bit because like when you win, dude, there's no me and a bunch of grown men on headsets are yelling, waking our girlfriends and wives up. You know what I mean? The kids like screaming because we got first as a fort. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. No,
you used to be able to win a race and go or whatever. You got a touchdown. Yes.
That's
dude,
true.
You literally want to break things down in your house out of like joy. You're like, I want to destroy things I love.
That's crazy thought. That's a oxymoron for sure.
Well, I just been yelled at a lot.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
You know what I mean? I notice it. Like I'm like, if I'm playing Fable, I never wake her up. Playing Madden, never wake her up. Playing like Fortnite or PUBG, she's gonna wake up a few times throughout the night, and it's usually me
Maybe
celebrating versus
you need
getting
to get
angry.
like a muzzle, like a gamer muzzle.
Right? Just like,
So that way you can yell all the obscenities. But
Has someone
it doesn't
invented
come
that
out.
yet?
No,
we should make some
we
money.
Just did that.
Patent.
It's already made. You
TM.
want to buy it?
TM.
$59.99.
TM.
Order it
I'm
now.
pretty
you
sure it's
get a
official
case.
now. After I said that like
Yeah.
3 times, that's the rule.
Yeah, gamer muzzle for your unruly children.
Get it at wish.com.
Yeah, it works on Exorcist too. If
And then we start out with the simple ones like beige, blue, and all that, and then after people are buying them, we start releasing like the crazy ones that look like clown masks and fucking Venom and stuff like that.
the slogan is, "Do you enjoy the silence?"
TM.
Yeah, trademark. Honk.
Damn.
I bought that water and I left it in my car.
Oh yeah. Do you want to go grab it?
No, I'm all right.
You sure?
I'm all right now because I have a starburst. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that with a microphone. Be like, go Skyler.
Dude, I can pause for a second.
Yeah.
All right, we're back, and yes, we're still talking about the muzzle idea. So you said a Bane mask would look tight, right?
Right, but I figured out the mask that we're gonna debut at. That's gonna be better than Bane. I think Bane is cliche.
We debut it at E3.
Right. So what it's going to look like is Deadpool from the bad X-Men movies.
Okay.
Right. So Deadpool's coming out.
Or you can dude, have you seen the advertising they were doing for that?
Dude.
Like someone put on Facebook, it was like a picture of them showing all the movies for like $5.99, all the old movies at Walmart.
Uh-huh.
And it was Deadpool was on every single cover. Like he was like, and like on the back of one of them, he's like holding a post-it, like a sign that says, I wish I was in this movie, but I'm not. But like, I can't even remember some of them, dude. Like it had him. He was in like every movie. Like
That's hilarious.
I don't. There's no way I'm gonna find it right now. There's no way.
Look at the link below.
But it was like Men in Black, like that, like those old movies. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
one of them was The Island. What's the one where Tom Hanks gets like with the island or whatever?
Oh yeah, a Castaway.
Yeah, it was that, but it was like he was on the cover, dude. Like it was. So you know those are gonna be worth some money one day.
That's gonna be hilarious.
I bought the Big Lebowski in that like metal tin case when it came out.
Oh yeah, I still have not watched that. I started to. I started to, and then things happened, and I could not finish the movie.
It happens, dude. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I mean like actual things happened. So,
Okay.
like not it was boring and I couldn't watch it any longer, but I had to leave.
I've been trying to stop watching The Office. So I've just been watching Adam Sandler movies.
Oh yeah.
That's like I
I don't know if I love that guy or hate him.
Yeah, I get that. Like, there's a few.
Like,
I like some movies that people hated though. Everyone was like that Sandy Wexler movie. They hated it. I watched it like 3 times. I thought it was-
Well, I mean, I look at it completely different, right? So let me break it down in the beef vision.
All right.
Right. So what Adam Sandler does is he gets like $100,000 and he makes a movie and he makes profit off of that. You know, if it's a good one, he makes close to $1 million.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like the most awesome business idea ever. His job is to write a script and to get props and and get actors
And then get his homies, his friends.
and make a movie. And like, there's so many people out there, and I'm guilty of this too, that are like, oh, this movie is so trash. You know,
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. But when you look at it from like the other point of view, the business point of view, he's literally living the American dream. Like, he gets paid to make ridiculous, wacky movies with his friends and family, and that's what he does.
That's never thought of it like that.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. So some of his movies, I'm just like, ugh, but then there's other movies, and they're just iconic.
Oh, like I watched 50 First Dates the other day, and that's not funny at all. This is a really sad movie.
No, yeah, that's more of a weird one.
As a kid, you're like, that's hilarious. As an adult, you're like, Jesus, this is dark.
Yeah,
This is
well,
sad.
I mean, it has funny parts, but I don't know. I liked what's Little Nicky?
I like that movie.
Dude,
I enjoyed it. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but
Yeah.
have
Well,
you been-
I watched it with my kids, and because I hadn't watched it since I was a kid, and yeah, there was questionable content I forgot about because I have all daughters, and the dude, you know, he comes out with boobs on his head.
Oh, yeah,
my
dude.
kids are like, what? I'm like, he's a booby.
See, I don't have to.
He's a booby.
They're like, all right. They're calling kids at school boobies. You're a booby.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
You just gotta break it down for kids.
I'm lucky. I'm bad, but like I shouldn't. Since I'm not around kids all the time, like I'm not polished. Like I
Right.
I
Things just
fuck
fall
up.
out.
Yeah, I fuck up all the time. Like I've told this story 1,000 times, so I'll just try to streamline it. Like I was in Plainview on New Year's Eve for a benefit show. My homie drove me there because the idea for the show is I'm gonna go. Okay, the idea in comedy is you gotta close strong. I can't do that, so I'm gonna bring up my buddy. He's gonna close it out. He's never done comedy before, and I'm gonna hand him the mic. He's gonna tell one joke and then propose to his girlfriend, right? Okay, it was a benefit. I didn't think kids were gonna be there, and like, especially at that point, I was very like I wrote what I wrote
you
what
did
I
this
wrote.
Live. You just.
Hold on, this is Brett was there.
The look of shame you just gave me.
Dude, it gets worse.
Oh man.
All right.
You gotta tell me because I don't know. I'm unaware.
No, you're good. It was on New Year's Eve. I thought it was gonna be like pumped up, like everyone's having a good time. All the musicians that went before me were playing acoustic guitar and doing this like sad, like, girl, look how open I am as a person. Like, look what I can sing. I can talk about love. It was terrible, right? So then the comics go. Okay, anyway, I'm usually by the book. I try to go off script, and so I started talking about David Grisham. You remember that dude?
Yeah.
And it was right as he'd gone to the mall and went live on Facebook and told all those kids Santa's not real.
Oh, right.
And
yeah.
I'm trying to be like, you shouldn't do that. It's not on you. It's not your job to tell a kid that. But the whole time I'm saying Santa's not real, over and over and over and over and over, that I walked the crowd, dude. Everyone, like, they were trying to get their kids out of there so fucking fast.
Right.
Because I tried to go off script, right? And then when I finally realized what happened, and it took me a second. I'm like, why is everyone leaving? And so I panic, and I go, I think you're supposed to close strong in comedy. I don't see that shit happening. I'm gonna bring up, this guy's gonna close the show for me, bye. And I just got off stage, and he still proposed to his girlfriend in front of like 8 people, and that's their story. They're married now, and forever when they're like, oh, how'd you do it? They have to tell that story that I just told you.
You're famous.
Dude, it's
Was there video of this?
not. No. Brett had stopped recording and was doing this, like trying to get me to stop. I'm like, yeah, like, and then the only one laughing was the guy who drove me. He was cheesy. He's dying, right? He has kids. He's
You impressed the right audience.
yeah, dude. He's like in tears, and like, yeah, that was the worst feeling ever, dude.
Oh man, well I empathize.
Yeah, because I'll just say stupid shit all the time.
You gotta run it through your filters. You gotta be like, like what does this get through? Like,
The one thing I'm good at now is I will never mess up on Santa again. I know that. Like, anytime there's a kid around, I'm like, Santa's so real. Like, I believe in him to this day, man. He's the realest thing ever. I met him.
oh man, yeah.
Be like, dude, it's July. I'm like, I know.
So you're probably
never
the
forget.
worst spoiler I've ever heard next to David Chris.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing is I was standing up for that. I was like, you shouldn't do that. Why y'all leaving? I'm making a point here.
Oh, the irony. It's dripping
and
from the walls.
they all donated a coat and paid $8 to be there. I haven't been invited back to Plainview. It's kind of nice.
Did you tell them that now that you have experience?
I don't think they're trying to hear it.
All right.
They're like, dude, no, there's no way.
Just no.
I'm like blocked on Facebook. I'm just kidding.
You should apply for a job there.
Well, I've been there a few times before, but they always had it at a venue, and this was like at a warehouse, and
they had it at a warehouse.
it's like, and it was all echoey. Dude, they probably couldn't even really understand what I was saying.
Hopefully, except for the ones escorting their kids away. Don't look at the bad
and
man.
The kids were the only ones who were digging us too.
Dude, if I had a picture, that meme where it's like, look, mommy, and then you could just put Yellow City comedy and then be like, no, and then have them talking about Santa's not real.
Yeah, dude, like that. Yeah, that was the worst. That was crazy.
Oh, you poor guy. All right, so we were that story was relevant to another topic.
Probably, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was gonna streamline the story, and I just started. Every time I tell it, I relive it, and it sucks.
Oh, the pain.
Like one of those, and it's not even like the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It's like it took me 2 days to get over it.
Well, okay, so let me lighten it up. Let me tell you a story about my faux pas.
Okay.
All right, so I used to work at Hooters, right?
Okay.
This is, I don't know, 2002
A
or
little closer to the mic.
2003.
Yeah.
All right, so I worked at Hooters, and I was a line cook there. And one night, the girls were all like, hey, why don't you come and hang out with us at the bar? And of course, all the cooks are like, sure, yeah, like, where do we meet you? So, like, back then there's not cell phones. Or if there was, they were really they weren't for Hooter cooks.
Yeah. You're like, they're money.
Right, yeah. So we meet them at this club downtown. I don't remember the name of it. It'll come to me here in just a second.
I won't even know it.
Man, all I remember is, like, we were inside. We walked in, and I realized after I went to the bathroom, because I was just, like, standing around. I went to the bathroom, and there were, like, pictures of, like, half-naked guys in there, and I was like, that's peculiar, right?
Were you at the 212?
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. It was 212. And so one of my friends, I guess they were doing a drag show, which was pretty awesome and flashy. And I was like, okay, so really loud music and a bunch of people fucking having a good time and free alcohol from the right people.
Yeah.
And so we're all just standing around, and this queen comes out, and she starts talking to people in the audience, and I'm like fucking at the bar with beer, and I'm looking at the hooter chick, and I'm looking around at all my friends that are being drunk and stupid. And this queen walks right over to me and like, "What's your name?" and puts a microphone in my mouth, not my mouth, but right in my face, right?
Yeah, I can.
And
already...
so like without even thinking, I'm like, "Beefcake."
Oh, dude.
That entire bar erupted. Erupted. And fucking so much excitement. And she dragged me out on the stage and she's like, "You're gonna sing us a song."
So what'd you sing?
Man. So do you know who the Bloodhound Gang is?
Yes.
All right. I sang "I Wish I Was Queer So I Could Get Chicks"
All right.
at 212 at a drag show.
See, I've only done. Do you do karaoke very often? Are you a karaoke guy?
Like no. I want to. I love singing. I love music. So
I love music too, but it's not for me. And if I've told people countless times, like if I'm doing karaoke, fucking cut me off. Like don't let me drink anymore. Like I've already blacked out. So there's no reason to keep giving me drinks.
He's doing Third Eye Blind again.
No, dude. I think the first time I did karaoke, someone forced me to do that Baby the Dead song. It was a fucking Afro Man song.
Oh right, yeah.
Like what's the one? Not Because I Got High, but the other one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fish market.
So like yeah,
What's
we so he forced me to do that. But the last time
Colt 45
if
and
it
two
yeah, dude, we were walking around a friend's bar is what it was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking. We had wireless mics, so me and this like big burly fucking dude with a beard, he made me do this, right? Like that was fun. But the last time is when I was like, if I'm doing karaoke, don't ever let me do that shit again, because I convinced all these people, like 6 or 7 guys, to sing and dance "Bye Bye Bye" with me
No.
at Whiskey River right after an open mic.
That is awesome.
It was the first open mic. I'm like, look, I'm a professional comedian. And then an hour and a half later, just like, bye, bye, bye. Like, right? I stole the mic from a girl, apparently, who was doing Eminem, but not to my, I was like, you're doing it wrong. And I like took the mic from her and rapped it with passion, apparently. And like the next day, woke up, had to text the bar, like, do I owe you money or an apology, dude? I don't know. Like, I had to go pick up my shirt. I had to go pick up my joke notebook.
So you've told me a couple times that you've had some shows not work in your favor, right? So tell me,
Not necessarily.
tell me you've had a show go better than you expected.
Oh, absolutely.
What
But
was
I'm
that?
always terrified before I go on stage.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that guy, dude. It doesn't go well with me. Like, I don't.
Like just breaking the ice, or like what?
I don't know what
is
it is.
it for you? I gave one speech in front of 100 magic judges in Huntsville 2 weeks ago, right? And it was my first time ever to speak. I didn't do it in school, So, I was fucking wrecked, man. I was like hot and then freezing and then like.
Dude,
So
it's the anticipation of getting on stage is the worst. Like, just knowing that they're gonna call your name. Like open mics, I get scared at open mics, even if I'm running the open mic, like, and I'm hosting or whatever. Like, hosting, I get scared, but like performing's different. You're like, dude, I really, really want this to go well. You know what I mean? Regardless of open mic or, and so it's super. I don't know. I just have to have a little bit of alcohol in me.
you got a cocktail.
Yeah, and I can't, like, I won't smoke for like an hour and a half before, 2 hours before. Dude, it's so scary. I'm getting nervous now. My palms. I know I have an open mic tomorrow.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
It's the first one we're doing at Urbana Coffee. So me and Matt Villegas are gonna host that one. It's gonna be super fun. Starts at 7. You guys come out.
Yeah.
Urbana
okay.
Coffee over off of some street. Just Google it.
Urbana.
I feel like it's over off Sauncey or Coulter. I think it's Sauncey.
Yeah. Oh man, we're bad at
By
this.
I don't know. It's by the Ruby Tequilas and the Buffalo Wild Wings. It's right over there.
Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah.
Coulter.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Did you know that Arby's just bought Buffalo Wild Wings?
Did not.
Yeah, Buffalo Arby's. Rawr.
I want to ask you how your speech went, though. That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, I got stats on it. It's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. I'll show you. So every one of the judges, whenever they were watching me, they were given a number that was like a tag, so that way, after the speech, they can submit suggestions or different things. And
Why were you having to give the speech?
oh, right. So counterfeit culture is encroaching on Magic the Gathering.
Okay, so you're there to help them figure out how to.
Yeah, I have techniques for detecting counterfeit cards, and so there have been more and more reports of players using
They're-
counterfeit cards in sanctioned
You're gonna
Magic tournaments.
accidentally end up on Pawn Stars. I gotta call my specialist, and you're gonna have to fly
Dude,
fly in.
that's totally me. So, yeah, I have interactive displays, and then I have facts, and then I have, we have a group that we all talk in.
How long was the speech?
It was an hour.
That's a long time, dude. That's so long to be up there.
Yeah, and then they didn't even tell me, but they streamed it to Twitch. So it was like all the judges and all the countries. So if you don't know, Magic is in 42 different countries, right?
And it's starting to like.
Yeah, and
Is it starting to like fall?
It's in 11 languages. So like when I gave the speech, I thought my audience was 100 people, and it was probably magnified by more.
Yeah.
More.
Would you say Magic is gaining popularity?
Oh, dude, Magic is 25 years old and probably the healthiest game out there. Like, video games are struggling. Board games have had a resurgence. 40K and tabletop games are kind of stale.
It seems like the only way you're gonna get like a board game is if it's like Like I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Monopoly.
Hold on.
Cause I haven't been playing.
Let me tell you, when you got kids and you're trying to find entertainment, board games are the snap thing. It's 2 to 4 hours. You do it with your kids, and you get to teach them stuff and interact with them, and that's probably our number one clientele.
Dang, I didn't see.
Right, you got the kids that are over 21, and there's a lot of them that will put alcohol in them and do games and like Cards Against Humanity. And
Guess who,
Monopoly
dude? Guess who's the best drinking game?
Oh,
ever?
what's the one where you guess? Is it who?
Guess who? You're like, does he have glasses on?
That's exactly it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
the
one. And
shit.
Battleship was big for a while, and so, yeah. But the biggest group of people buying games are usually parents who don't want their kids to have video games. I mean, some of them will, but I mean, like,
it seems like we're not getting complete video games anymore, man. Like,
well, no, because
they can just because they can patch them. They can just be like, oh, we got an update. Don't worry, we got an because like Sea of Thieves. I've been playing that, and they're like, well, we're gonna update it. It's like, well, why are you selling it for $60?
Well, because if they said I want you to buy this game for $200, you wouldn't buy it, but you'll buy it for $60 and buy $140 worth of updates.
Well, see, they're not making you pay for the updates. I'll give them that. But
yeah, well, I mean,
Yet.
some games. I mean,
Yeah.
Fallout 4. You know.
yeah,
you want
dude, I
Call of
love
Duty.
Fallout 4.
I love Fallout 2.
I had never really played a Fallout
also.
game before Fallout 4. I tried.
Me too. I was a virgin until 4 also.
I tried. I'm like I was an idiot. I didn't understand how the game was supposed to be played.
The most complex game ever.
And then whenever Fallout 4 came out, I bought it like used, and I could not understand it. So, and everyone would tell me over the phone like how to play, but differently. So I just started inviting people over and making them show me how they played, like what
Dude.
they would do.
Dude, the Fallout conversation is so great. I'm just gonna stop you right here because when you're out in the real world, and you're like, first when you play Fallout, you don't look at the real world the same way. You like look at everything as lootable shit, and like
Yeah.
people, you look at them and you're like, I could just kill them and take all that stuff. It would look really good. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have thought that. My bad.
Yeah, green light. I gotta go.
yeah. And so, but like, so I'm really passionate about Fallout. I really like it. So when
I
I'm just-
didn't. The only thing that made me fall in love with it, I was gonna take it back, literally seconds from pushing the eject button, and my friend Tristan was like, "Why haven't you cleaned any of this up?" And he started.
like going through and showing you.
He showed me how to build one wall. He built one wall, and I was like, "Oh, it changed everything." My
Oh, yeah.
favorite part of the game, hands down, is the settlement building.
Oh, settlement building is crucial for survival.
It's so much fun. It's like one of those games. Like it's dangerous for me to play that game.
Well, so what I was going to get with you was bringing up Fallout in the real world because if you don't know what Fallout is, like that's a weird conversation where you're like, oh yeah, I found this bus and there was a bunch of teddy bears and they were, performing operations
the dead people
on
are
each other.
always like in funny like laying funny, or you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
The dead people are always like in hilarious.
And so
positions.
if they don't play Fallout, they could get offended really easy, talking about different things. But I always like to throw out like the different animal names, of the stuff in Fallout, and just to see if people recognize it. And then that's usually a good indicator if they play it or not. But every person that I've ever brought over to my house to look at my Fallout game has showed me a different thing about it that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Dude, you know how long it took me to find out that you can make adhesive?
Bro, let me tell you, it's corn, it's tomatoes, and it's
Purified water.
purified water, and you can make 5 parts.
Yeah, dude. Now I literally on my main settlement at Sanctuary have a badass farm that like I can, dude. I have rows of everything that I need that it just produces.
And you need paste for everything that's fun.
Yeah, building, dude.
Everything.
And then making your guns dope.
Yeah, because like my first time through Fallout, I've only played through it 2 times, but I've invested some hours. But my first time through it, I went with I'm gonna build a suit of armor, and it's gonna be super strong, and it's gonna protect me, and I'm gonna do all that
I've
stuff.
never gone through. I've never killed anything. I don't use the suits. I collect them and I bring them back to my sanctuary. I set them up in the house across the street. They're all looks like one was looked like they were playing chess for money and cigarettes, while some of them were looking at art on the wall.
Oh, that's what's up.
I just put them in like.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I don't. You run too slow. I don't like them. And then the batteries, I forget to pick them up. So
Oh, right, yeah.
if you take them out, I just take them out because if you leave them in there, the people when they get attacked will just hop in your
they'll
suits.
take your. Oh man, I know. And so yeah, the suits are awesome.
Did you get yours all built up like?
Oh yeah, you can make them fly, and you can
never
use your perks to lower the cost on the batteries. Actually, the batteries you can make them eject like a grenade.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude, it's dope.
Dude, I didn't realize I could dress. Like I started carrying like nice clothes with me. So if I'm going to Diamond City,
The moment I found out you can take clothes off your settlers.
oh, I started making them look so tight. I would get badass gear and then like have like my arms dealer and like full blown armor.
Yeah, I arm them all. I'm like, that's a crappy gun. Here's a real one.
Yeah, I'll go soup up a gun. I'll find like I got you. Like I could run
Yeah.
out into the world,
Yeah,
go grab some
exactly.
stuff, come make a badass gun. Be like, here you go.
Dude, in Dog Meat, I hook him up all the time.
That's when I start a game, the first thing I do is once I'm strong enough, I go find that armor.
Yeah.
Cause I know like there's like 2 or 3 locations on the map where you can get it. The first time I killed first time I went to go get the Deathclaw Gauntlet,
Mhm.
I expected the nest to be like 5 Deathclaws. I went up there strapped, dude. I had like my little mini nuke launcher or whatever,
Oh yeah.
and he comes running out as I'm walking up. I mini nuke him. He's not quite dead yet, and I just pull out my souped up pistol, and he's just running at me. Fire. He drops like right at my feet, and like so I just
A classic Jurassic Park.
grab the meat, go grab the gun. I was like, okay, and it's just like left.
Yeah, see, in that conversation right there, if we would have had it in a like supermarket, someone would got freaked out and left. They'd been like, dinosaur meat? No.
Yeah,
I looted that bitch and left.
a bounce. It's like I don't know. People talk about Game of Thrones around me. I've never seen it.
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Never seen a single episode.
I'm not interested in it. It's the same thing to me as Titanic. If I already know what everyone's gonna do, why would I watch it? Just saying.
Yeah. I've put like
And the
that. I
spoilers,
can't. There's
man.
no way to argue with that.
I know, and then they're like, oh, but there's so much sex, and I'm like, porn.
Why would I care? Like I'm gonna be in a theater full or like a no. That's not a movie, right? Game of Thrones is a TV show.
I don't know. I don't even know.
I think it's a TV show like on Stars or HBO or something like that. But I was gonna ask you as well. Have you been going? Because I haven't seen a movie since Wolf of Wall Street. Other than it, I did go see it when it came out. Brett's brother took us to go see it.
You got cheated.
It was all right.
You got
I
half
don't
a
like
movie.
I don't like going to movie theaters anyway.
You don't?
No, I haven't seen any of the new superhero movies. Even if they're on Netflix, there's so much time I can't really put aside that much time to like 2.5
Dude, you
hour
gotta watch
movie.
like 19 movies to get the whole thing.
I know, isn't that crazy? So are you already go see like?
I've seen them all.
Yeah.
Man, My
Black
kids,
Panther review. What's that about?
I liked it.
Was it good?
I thought it was a very, very well done movie.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I just I don't want to spoil it. So
Oh, yeah,
I'm not gonna.
I was gonna
I'm not gonna
say-
go into details.
I was gonna say I don't care, but I forget other people might. So yeah, you probably shouldn't have spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, no. There were things that I noted that doesn't spoil it. Like I noticed that all the women in the movie did not have excessive makeup or clothes. Like everything that they had on was what I would call towards true beauty.
Nice. I haven't even seen the new Star Wars movies. Like I have one of them on Blu-ray and still haven't watched it.
I
man.
got all three.
I wish I cared more about movies
the
the
other
way I
Star
used
Wars,
to.
the new Star Wars.
The new ones, yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
got. There's three of those too.
Probably.
Also,
Probably. I have the first one on Blu-ray. It was a gift. I just haven't been able to sit down and watch it yet.
yeah, no, I enjoyed those too, but I think I enjoyed those because my kids really get into it,
Yeah.
like insanely into it, and I'm like, okay,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
I like the Ninja Turtle movie. That was people were argue with me on that.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah. See.
I want to watch it. I hadn't had time.
Yeah. It's all right. The second one was okay.
I heard a lot of people hating on it.
Yeah. I just love the Ninja Turtles so much.
Who can, man? Man,
I'm wearing a shirt right now.
exactly. No, I love the Ninja Turtles as well. I saw this dude's tattoo where it had the Renaissance guys with the masks on.
Have you ever? Do you have any tattoos?
No,
Have you ever thought about getting tattooed?
I'm blank canvas. You know what that means?
You're not gonna.
Infinite potential.
Oh yeah. So you keep thinking about getting a tattoo?
No, man. Usually when I get tattoos, I give them to my wife
Yeah.
because I like to look at them.
Okay. I want to finish my sleeve real bad, dude.
Yeah. Dude, I like your tattoos though.
Mine are all goofy. That's what, and working at a tattoo shop, it's kind of fun. Everyone's like, oh, I need this because it means something. What do yours mean? I'm like, absolutely nothing. I have no meaning behind it. Like, the only one that means anything is that the Monkey D. Luffy emblem.
I have a lot of friends in the tattoo industry. For me not having tattoos, I guess that's kind of silly. But I love all of them, and I love art, and I love the fact that they're entrepreneurs and they follow their heart, and they...
I'm glad the art scene in Amarillo is blowing up.
Dude, I was about to say, I feel like the tattoo parlors offer a lot for the culture here.
We have a lot of them, too. We have
Yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
tattoo shops.
Exactly, and a lot of them do stuff outside of tattoos as well. And
Like
I think-
piercing and then...
well, I mean, also like murals and
yeah.
you know, on skateboards or on like just all kinds of art. Like
Shoes. I've seen like a lot of people get their shoes like with marker, like make it look all badass.
yeah,
I think there's like a art boom happening. Like I look over, like when you drive around now, there's so much more graffiti, and it's not like I came and tagged this. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
Will someone please draw penises around potholes? Please.
Why?
With the paint, just
Because
so-
they have to fix them.
Because I think it's crap that certain parts of the city gets no love.
I think it's ridiculous, dude. The amount of construction throughout Amarillo right now is batshit crazy.
Well, I mean, we've grown so much in 10 years.
Yeah, and that's what I had to like tell myself that on the highway the other day. I was like, dude, I'm sure this is exactly what happened in Dallas. I'm sure that there was like a crazy, crazy amount of growth at one point, and then they had to build a lot of shit. So they were probably under construction for years too. But
Well,
I've been
yeah,
here for
they're-
almost 2 years, and that bridge is still under construction.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, and I was gonna tell you, there's a couple things that we have to look at. 10 years ago we had the largest amount of teen pregnancy. You know what I mean?
That's true. I was
Right?
reading.
So you know that we need more homes, and also we got the hospitals, and we
Yeah.
keep expanding on the hospitals, and
Pantex, they keep offering more and more jobs. Everything's growing around here, man.
exactly. So on top of we have I-40 and I-27 running
Once
back.
they get that little bridge open, that little intersection, I think it's really going to help. And then, are they still? I was asking someone about this yesterday. Are they still doing the baseball thing, baseball stadium downtown?
They are.
Yeah. Are you excited about that?
I would be excited about fiber optic internet. But
Is that coming as well?
no,
Oh.
we got a baseball stadium instead. It cost about the same.
Damn. Okay. What all? Like, I don't understand the baseball stadium.
No.
Someone was trying to explain, like, okay, so we're not guaranteed a team, so they're gonna try to bring more like performance here. Like let's say like instead of the Aztec, Tech 9 would be performing at the baseball stadium.
Right, with our weather.
Yeah, with it's all windy, it's gonna be open top, I imagine.
I think
Baseball.
I think baseball is an excellent American pastime, and I can understand why the people running the city thought that would be something that would be attractive for all the new growth and all the new people coming to Amarillo, because they are concerned. We got a lot of new people who've never lived here, and and everyone knows that Amarillo can be dull.
It's very boring.
Well, it can be. Like, because honestly, I believe the people make Amarillo awesome.
It can be so boring, dude.
It can. It
I-
can. But I
it's-
mean, like, look what I did. I built a game store.
Yeah, you like there are awesome people here, but like what can I like? Okay, it's 10:30 at night, right? Like
Mhm.
it's like what can I go do? And then you literally have go drink or go eat or like, even like
or
9.
draw penises around potholes.
That might become my new favorite thing to do. I'm
Right.
like,
They like it would be cheaper for them to fix it than take the paint off the asphalt.
I wonder if is that true?
I mean, think about it. How much does a little thing of asphalt cost?
Well, they have to get someone to dig it up, and like replace it, shut the street down for.
You gotta power wash the penis off.
Like I'm so tired of doing this, bro. It's 8 in the morning.
Look at dick all day.
Like, how's work, Tommy? Fuck off. I hate you. Are you doing it? Like he's getting all mad at his roommate.
Is it you?
He's getting mad at his roommate.
Okay, so let me tell you what. Let me tell you why the people in Amarillo is what makes it awesome. Like, first, I'm gonna start with you. Have this show. You do this, like, and you don't charge for it. You do it because you love it,
Yeah.
and that adds value, right? So now I'm gonna move on past that. You heard about that girl April? She has a sign, and she sits out on the highway, and it says "Have a great day" or "You are special."
Yeah.
Right. She does that because she loves people.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, I was riding my bike today. Some guy in his front yard stood up to tell me to have a blessed day.
Yeah. So that's what I think of when I think of Amarillo in good terms.
Yeah.
I know it has the capacity for bad, but
I mean, it's not as bad. Like growing up, I guess you could kind of be like, oh, it's a sketchy part of town, but like really, like it's really not that bad anymore.
I think this town is nice.
Yeah.
And I think it's easy to blame other people when you're not getting your way.
I was trying to explain to my buddy too, and this is like I've had people be like, "You're dumb for thinking this," and they're probably right. But if that baseball stadium, let's say it's successful,
Mhm.
I think, and it's so like I'll be against it once it happens. But paid parking downtown, I feel like would increase the like how it feels to be out in downtown. Like it might make it more a little feel more exclusive. More people would start going downtown. Like, because once that stadium's up, people are gonna want to put bars and restaurants and everything around in the surrounding areas. And it'd be cool if they would do that and fix up the old buildings, rather than tear them down. But I think they might be able to do paid parking, and I think it would increase the amount of traffic downtown.
Well, I think a lot of that also is stemming from a lot of the laws and obligations that the state of Texas wants are being revised, and so the building inspectors and the fire marshals and people who deal with the buildings, like, they get these revised rules, and these buildings are unsalvageable.
I can understand that too, though. I mean, if they have to get I know there's 5 or 6 of them that are badass downtown.
I would like to see more growth. I recently had some friends come in from Fort Worth, and they were down here for the Reptile Expo. They traveled here for the expo, which I thought was interesting. But they took the motel down, or the hotel downtown, because it's the only hotel in Amarillo, which I didn't even know that.
Everything else is motels.
Everything else is motels.
What
I
about
guess.
the Ambassador?
No, like a hotel with like 5-star service.
Oh, okay.
Like a hotel.
And
Right.
where was that at?
It was downtown.
I didn't even know we had one.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's my point. On top of that, they were like, what is there to do here? And he had noticed that we have an unusual amount of parks for the size of our city.
Yeah.
Because looking on Google Maps, he was looking around the town trying to figure out what he wants to do. And, you know, I just took him from house to house, and we visited my friends. That's what we did,
Yeah.
you know. So
There,
he was a little disappointed.
yeah, I can imagine. Like we don't. I would just want there to be a damn Mongolian grill here. That's my
A
favorite.
Mongolian grill. You went there?
Yeah, it's really what I want. Like I feel that'll change Amarillo. Damn it, that'll make this place worth staying.
I think a Brazilian steakhouse would do good here.
Any new restaurant, if it's like you build it up to look big and nice, people go to it.
Sometimes.
It's I mean, only for a while. I mean, you can't guarantee it's gonna stay open, but
Dude, the restaurant business is harsh
it's
in
gnarly.
Amarillo. Yep.
And then, but places like Malcolm's and stuff have been around for years.
Oh yeah, Malcolm's is probably my top 5.
Oh yeah, I worked there. That was my first job when I was
For
a kid.
real?
Yeah,
Dude,
very
you
first
can
job.
you can still get a burger under $10 in less than 10 minutes.
It's amazing. Like
So-
we do have good food though. I will say that. Like whenever I went to Austin, people were like, "You got to check out this burger joint. It is the place. You got to go here." And then you go there and you're like, "This doesn't hold it. This is like a Sonic Burger where I'm from."
We've
This is-
definitely had like a resurgence and cool restaurants and more beer places, like people who are making beer.
yeah, craft beer is all the
you know,
rage right
and,
now.
and the food trucks, you know, Yellow City street foods.
What's
have been
crazy-
expanding.
Well, yeah, I think their food truck broke down, man. I was going to that taco truck all the time.
Damn it! In
Um,
fact, that's the last time I saw you.
It is.
We
yeah.
were eating Yellow City.
I think there's a weird law in Amarillo that says you can't have a food truck without having like a stationary building. Like you have to have like a restaurant in order to have a food truck.
I thought that just got lifted.
Did it?
Yeah,
No, because like I would love there to be more food trucks.
dude. If people listen to me. If you had the food trucks, people will come.
Yeah.
Just line up downtown, and then all the construction workers are hungry.
Yeah, and dude, if you have a badass food truck, people, yeah, I mean, what? And then after that, hang outside a club or like hang out downtown, like on a Friday, park like outside Polk
a
Street.
barbecue food truck. I mean, there's a lot of taco food trucks, but a barbecue in Amarillo.
When I was in Austin, right outside my window was this Cuban food truck, dude. I went and got a Cuban sandwich and watched these dudes almost get into a fight. It was amazing.
Oh, dude, that is always amazing. Dinner and a show.
Yeah, it was like $8.
Done deal. These Cubans will fight to the death with
No,
their
dude,
sandwich.
it was this dude trying to fight some bodyguards for kicking him out of the bar.
Oh, totally justified.
Oh yeah, he almost got bear maced. He has no clue how close he came to being bear maced because I was watching. I watched how close he got.
You're all eating slow.
Any
and shit.
moment, I
Michael
was like-
Jackson with popcorn.
Any moment, I was like, this kid's gonna get a face full, and he's lucky that security guard was able to, because there was a moment where I was like, oh, he's gonna do it. There's no fucking way he's gonna find a reason to do it. And then he was able to like calm. I watched him like trying to calm himself down, and like he went from like I'm gonna get you mode to like down by the side. Like I was like, oh, this kid has no clue. He's drunk. He has no clue how close that was.
Dude, I don't even remember the last time I saw people fight.
It's fun, but I don't want to see it every day. It's not like, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, I mean, I deal with a large amount of nerds, so, like, the worst that we get's, like, PlayStation or Xbox Network, and they're just like, oh, I fucked your mom, and you're trash, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm trash because I'm playing Call of Duty. Gotcha.
Man, it's cool to see how far your stores come. I remember when I was growing up, I would go to the flea market and play
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Dude,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
yeah.
Was all the rage.
It was indeed, man. Oh, that was a long time ago.
Every Saturday and Sunday, I'd be there.
Dude,
I like forced my mom. One day I would force my mom to take us, and the next day Nick would force his mom to take us.
That's awesome. Dude, yeah, no, back in those days, like, I remember, we were talking that I worked at Hooters, and my boss at the time, he, like, I was trying to offer suggestions to help out with the food cost, because, that was one of his big concerns. And he smarted off to me one time. He's like, well, if you think you're smart enough to do it, why aren't you running your own business?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that's a good thought, like, it is
You're
a really good...
You're like, damn, Robert. All right, dropping some
Yeah.
life lessons. I'm out of here.
Yeah, no, his name was Bill, and he was a pretty cool dude, man. He really, I guess gave me the spark to like really do it. I mean, like I knew I wanted to do it. I was collecting Nintendo games. I was driving around already with crates in the back of my car, and I would have one for Xbox and or no, there wasn't even an Xbox back then. It was PlayStation, Nintendo, and Sega, is what I had. And I would just go. I would go to your house. You would say, "Hey, come by," right? Because this is before social network and stuff. And I would go over to your house and I'd look through your games and I'd be like, "I like these ones," and then you look through my games and you'd be like, "Oh, I like those ones."
So
and,
you're a master of trade.
oh, dude. Well, I was trying to collect one of each Nintendo game, so that was important to me was to try to get those. And sometimes some people had them and I had to trade stuff for them.
See, that's helped me out. Like my first hustle was like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and then you have Magic cards, and then me and Brandon, we used to like those kids at school, man. They had no idea. Like we would get boxes, open them all, we get 3 boxes, open 1 box, open every pack, go through, put all the badass cards in the book, and then make a deck around a shitty card. So they'd want to get the shitty card off of us, like increase the price. Most of them didn't go to like shops or nothing. So Brandon was just making money for us, dude.
That's awesome.
That one card that was like you have to get one of each mana and you win the game.
Yeah.
Dude, we were selling those for like $10, $15 to these kids. And they wanted them. They wanted them. Like, please. Like, we're like, we go up in price. like it's 20. They're like, well, I only have 10. I'm like, all right, well, I'll drop it to 15 if you can make it happen. Like,
yeah, all hard and stuff.
Yeah. And then, yeah, it was crazy. And my mom was like, she thought she had to like sit me down and like, how did you get this money? Because one Friday night I was like, I needed $100 and I was gonna invest into one of the boxes that Brandon bought. Right, bam. So I got some of the money for the night. We went to his mom's. She worked at a hotel. She let us get the clubhouse, invited everybody there. We did a booster draft, $15, bam. Gave them their little, and then we sold the rest of the packs. We gave out packs for prizes and then sold the rest of them, dude. I came home, gave my mom her 100 back. I was like, here's 20 for interest, like trying to be cool. And I still had way more money than she gave me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was like, how did you get this money? Are you selling drugs? I'm like, Mom, I'm telling you, it's magic.
It's
like,
nerd stuff, Mom. You wouldn't understand.
well, it's like whenever your mom's like, like my mom, you gotta stop playing video games. You're not gonna be able to play them forever. I'm like, dude, people like me are gonna be making them for people like me. Like, I'm gonna be able to do this forever. This is a part of my life from forever, dude.
Oh yeah, no. One cool thing about owning a store, as long as I have. So we established in March of 2004, and so it's about 14 years.
Oh, that was right. I just turned 14.
So I got
Been open half my life.
I got to see video gaming go from a hobby to a lifestyle. I got to see the Twitch kick off.
I bet
and
all
the
these
YouTube
movies and
video.
stuff are really kind of helping your business too.
Oh yeah,
Like
and
this whole culture slam.
it's insane.
Like
and
nerd culture's hip, dude. Like it's it.
Oh
It's
yeah, we
it.
were talking about Chris Webby,
Yeah.
the rapper, and he drops 64 references and all kinds of stuff, Ocarina of Time, and he nerd. It is now a culture. It is no longer.
And
a
it's the
hobby.
popular culture.
Yeah, well, it's rewarding. You get to meet people.
Dude, imagine what high school is like right now.
Dude, I don't
Like the jocks are gonna be nerds too.
I think high school's a touchy subject
Yeah.
with video games, but I think the technology has really helped us.
Yeah. It's crazy to see how far it's come in such a short period of time.
That's my alarm.
Oh, do you need to go?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I don't know where I go.
So what was the name of that rapper you were showing me? The one you were just talking about?
Oh, Chris Webby.
Chris Webby?
Yeah, he Oh yeah, dude, Chris Webby's hard.
You said he was on Sway?
Sway in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the most fire sways I've seen. I mean, Token went hard.
Dude, Tokens was gnarly. That one girl cried.
Dude, Token was like, I had to like remind myself that kid was only 16 when he did that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's so crazy.
But Chris Webby is, he looks like he's in his 20s, but he insanely talented dude.
Yeah, you were showing me some of his work.
Oh yeah, man. I really like how he incorporates pop culture and the nerd culture into his raps without, and it's like he goes hard, but he's not like hard like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up hard, but he's like an intellectual is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, and that's, man, that's a tagline in one of my jokes right now, is like talking about saying crazy things to strangers. Like, say whatever crazy thing you want. Like, you can be like, I think lyrically Tekashi 6ix9ine is up there with Shakespeare as far as writing. Like, you say whatever crazy thing you want, because that guy's terrible.
I still don't even know what he sounds like.
You've seen his stupid face, though, right?
No.
The guy with the
Same.
rainbow hair, rainbow teeth, 6ix9ine tattooed on his face.
Sounds like a bad Care Bears episode.
He's batshit crazy, that guy.
Yeah.
But so I like mainstream rap right now is really hard to enjoy.
Oh, I would believe that. That's why I listen to like stuff like Aesop Rock.
But there are some underground rappers. I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
Ollie Dominique.
Yeah, Ollie Dominique.
But I showed you Echo and OZ the Hitmaker already. Those guys, come on, man.
I really like Echo. I like how playful he is. And then OZ was the other dude going hard, like
just
super hard.
Just fast.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I can't imagine how putting something together like that works. Like how hard it is to sit down and be like, syllable wise, I need to do like this. Like you have to count syllables, like when you're rapping like that, right? I mean, it only makes sense.
Oh, bro, if you can't count, you can't rap. I mean, it's that simple.
That's crazy. I'm gonna show you this dude right here, Ollie Dominique. This guy's badass. I'm pretty sure I've played this on here before, but I want to listen to it again.
And then in my mind, I'm like, would it be? I want to hear you. I want to. No, what's the right wording?
For what?
I'm watching, so you are showing me.
Yeah, I'm gonna show this to you.
Oh.
Ollie, this is a Ollie Dominique. Yikes! And actually, I believe I just watched a video. I believe he's doing a contest right now, where you can. It's like, yikes! I don't know. You have to like just go look up Ollie Dominique on YouTube. I forgot the name of the video.
Oh yeah.
But he's doing a contest where you can get this beat, and it's like a cipher, and he's gonna the top 3 winners. Or he's gonna like do a track with, and then like he's gonna do a single on them, give them shout outs, try to get them help their following and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check that out. It's like Ollie Dominique's Yikes Cipher. I think that hashtag Ollie Dominique Yikes Cipher. But this is the video. Yikes.
I'm a killer.
Go to his YouTube channel and subscribe.
Yikes. I don't got a lot of patience. Funny cause I got the remedy. All of my enemies showing their faces. They tryna get rid of me, they want the end of me. Woo! Goodness gracious, but they gon' pick up a blade. I'm feeling like Jason, I'm feeling like raging. Already made up my mind, they can't tell me to change it.
My bad.
Minute by minute, I really grind. Soon as I spit a line, it is like genocide. Hit him like a Mike Tyson, and then I bite. Tryna get the double XL, but I know I really fit a bigger size.
I like how his hair looks like it's exploding out of his cranium.
Yeah, I like how he does all of his own stuff.
It makes his forehead look huge.
Anything I wanna own it. Life is looking like a game, I don't got no controller, but I know that I control it. Wait, yes I've been eating good, I got a lot on my plate. Facts. We cannot kick it though, I never heard of a break. Looking like Dash, hella incredible, tell me though, what is a break? Wait, I need more figures to count up the number of fakes. It is not adding up, soon as they notice a wave, they go saddle up. I've been on Saturn, I'm up with the satellites, none of you sit in my catalog, but you won't wanna collaborate, whoa. Hold up, wait, let me recalibrate, gotta make sure that I got it right. Atta boy, rapping like that away, slap effect, rapping like patty cake. Automatic, anytime I double it up and I give it to him, about to come and shoot, put him in the tune, gotta hit him with the boom, better give me room, boy, I gotta move. Gotta get the whole squad ready for the revolution, it's the evolution, really gotta put my head into it. Anything I've been thinking about, already headed to it. You can tell I do it, man, I gotta go hella stupid. I don't got a lot of patience. Funny, cause I got the remedy. All of my enemies showing their faces. They tryna get rid of me, they want the end of me. Woo! Goodness gracious, but they gon' pick up a blade. I'm feeling like Jason, I'm feeling like raging. Already made up my mind, they can't tell me to change it. Yikes.
Nice.
Nah, I ain't finished with you lame-os.
Oh,
with the same
shit.
flow. Think I'm A-Rock when I swing though with the same squad on the same
Gets
block.
me
Like
every
I'm
time.
J-Lo, man, they can't stop me, never came close. But I thank God that I stay calm and I ain't show you that I'm napalm inside a flame though. I'm about to bang. Feel like Nate Dogg, I see the fake foes that regulate those, then they be case closed. End of discussion. Get in my wedding, I gotta bust 'em. Feeling like Usher. Hold up, I really got a confession. Already the man, I've been ahead of my time. They know when I got a plan. I go in the overdrive, I'm going in for the slam. I'm thinking it could be mine, I'm doing it for the fam. I'm sticking up overnight, it's really what's on my mind. I innovate, levitate, every day, let them hate when they can't elevate. Made a wave, then I gain accolades, gotta make sure the lights celebrate. I don't got a lot of patience. Funny, cause I got the remedy. All of my enemies taking my energy, killing me. Follow my steps like a millipede, really we squatted. 31 feeling like 23 ball and talking to brawn. We on and stop it. Copy the style like a mini me. It's a pity, but I don't let it get to me. Ew. Raising a bar on my weight up like my body built. Facts. I got it all on my own, why would I need a deal? Gotta be real. You don't keep up with a skill, well then you get it killed. You too tired like bikes, washed up, expired like milk. Listen, my energy infinite, interdimensional, buddy. Your energy minimal. I'm not in a physical, check it. I'm not even tangible. That is why you get no visual. Wow. Hold on, wait, no, they can't see me. They Stevie, they wonder how I lead the way. Alright, speak a bang, keep it 800, man. I gotta tell them all. I'll feel the same. I don't got a lot of patience. Funny, cause I got the remedy. All of my enemies showing they faces. They tryna get rid of me. They want the end of me. Woo! Goodness gracious, but they gon' pick up a blade. I'm feeling like Jason. I'm feeling like raging. Already made up my mind. They can't tell me to change it. Guys.
Yikes.
Yeah, dude. So I think if you go to ollietomanique.com, you can actually, I don't know how you have to go about it. I don't know if he's charging or whatever, but you can get the track, do a cipher, and if you were in the top 3, he will do a track with you, shout you out, do all that stuff to help get a following on your YouTube channel or Instagram, whatever it is that you do. I know the contest is taking place through Instagram, and it's going to be hashtag ollietomanique yikes cipher. And he made sure to say spell it correctly or he will not see it, and then tag him in the video or the whatever it is that you post.
Yeah.
That way we make sure he sees it. That'd be dope, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for I wouldn't get in the top 3. I mean, I'm not the best, but I'm definitely in the top 2.
Yeah. See, I can't. There's no way. I cannot rap, dude. As much as I wish I could freestyle.
So you even got like shitty Christmases?
What do you mean?
You can't rap.
You're gonna steal my comedy job too,
Bro, my bad. I'm a dad. I got puns for days.
Speaking of fucking crazy music videos, dude, that Childish Gambino.
Whoa.
This is America, right? Isn't that the name of it?
I think so.
I posted this meme earlier. I'm pretty sure you would enjoy it.
I usually enjoy your memes. That's so good. That's so good.
I wish they could see it. It's just him. It's just Childish Gambino pointing at a map. It says, "This is America,"
and he's pointing at America.
Yeah, it's really classic. Yeah. What were your thoughts on the video when I first saw it? I even said this yesterday, and I'm gonna stand behind it. When I think the song, it goes very well with the video. Without the video, I don't think it's much of a I didn't really enjoy the song without the video.
Well, okay, so the first time I heard or I watched the video, I thought to myself, this is a terrible song.
Yeah.
But watching the things that unfolded, it prompted me to watch it again.
Yeah.
And pay a little bit more attention to the awkwardness that's going on in the video. And like the things that I noticed, I don't know if everybody caught this, but I noticed that the way that he was dancing was almost comedic, like maybe like old, like from the 20s or 30s.
Yeah,
like,
and that's another thing that really struck me was like I couldn't look away from it. Like I couldn't stop watching him dance.
It was captivating because it was so queer.
It was very different.
Right? Like
it was just
and I mean that like the actual word, you know. So I thought that was symbolism in itself, but the next thing I noticed was like when he was rapping, it the second time I felt like he was mocking.
Yeah.
Not like
Not
he was I listened to Childish Gambino. The dude is raw.
Yeah, he's really
And
good.
his wordplay is in the top.
It seemed, I think you're right. I think more or less he's like, how many times has he said, this is his last album, right? Like I know he said that before.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's an artist, so you just let him be.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, that guy's crazy talented. So I thought the song was, first listen to, you're like, this is beneath him.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Right. And so then progressing through the video, he uses the guns twice. And I noticed both times he's very precise when he aims. Right. Like he looks at what he's shooting, but immediately looks away.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing. But when he focuses on what he's shooting first.
Yeah.
It's the precursor. Right, so he shoots the dude in the back of the head, and then when he hands it away, he hands it to somebody who has a cloth in their hand, and they use both hands
Yeah.
to carry the gun away. So I thought might have been some symbolism there, as in like maybe we take too good care of guns, right?
Yeah.
But also the distraction with this awkward dancing immediately in the song. Like like what just happened doesn't matter.
Yeah, because he's back to just dancing, and you're like, and now you're captivated again. You're just like, oh shit, okay, so what's gonna do next?
So then he shoots the church people, right? But
And that one struck me. That one got me. Like
So
I wasn't
he's-
ready for that.
yeah, he walks in, he dances in front of him, he steals the show.
That was such a cool slide, dude. That
Right,
he did.
yeah,
I was
like
yeah.
he literally steals the show. And then someone tosses him a gun, and he turns around, he looks right at him, he shoots them all, and immediately looks away, hands the gun off, and
Walks by the police.
and then if you look in the background, there's just like riots and like people screaming and running and just pandemonium happening.
And like he's just
and
dancing.
his little group is just dancing as if nothing matters in the entire world. Like everything that was serious, like ha ha, but look at me, but look at me. But I thought the most powerful was the ending, where he says, "I'm just a black man running,"
Oh yeah.
right? But shows him running for his life, like stumbling.
Getting out of there.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my thoughts.
Man, it's so impressive to see. Like, have you looked at the view count on that video?
No.
Bro, it was out a week. When I checked it at a week, it was over 100 million on YouTube.
Wow.
Let's see. Let's look it up.
Well,
right
that's
now.
awesome, man. Congratulations. That is really
I can't
awesome.
play it. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't mind, but yeah, 123 million downloads in just a little over a week.
Dude,
Saturday was a week.
that's pretty awesome, man. Well, man, I hope he achieves his goal.
Yeah, that's what I loved his acting. I thoroughly enjoyed Community, man. It was such a good show.
Didn't he do the foot stomp thing?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a tap dancing back in the 90s.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, oh my bad, I'm old.
Oh man, have you ever watched Atlanta? What, like his TV show?
No, I don't watch TV.
That's such
Remember, I'm reverse everybody.
That's so cool though. You don't watch TV. I've had to like change. Like, I'm proud of myself for being able to donate an hour of my time to biking daily, at least an hour, or like make sure I sit down for an hour and write. Like, 'cause it's so hard to not just sit down and watch TV.
Really? I guess I look at it different. When you work for yourself, like, there is no downtime. There's no off time.
That's why that's how I have to look at comedy. Because anytime I start going, like, my phone rings, fuck yeah, I'll get on PUBG. Yeah, hell yeah, I'll be on. Like, if I do that at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, like, I'm on there till 2, and I didn't do anything.
That's
You know
why
what I mean?
that's why I gotta schedule my gaming. Is I have a lot of responsibilities with the store and with my wife and kids and with other projects that I'm doing on.
I saw you guys went camping recently, dude.
Dude, we went. So I like to take my kids with me when I travel to Magic tournaments.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome to get them worldly. But we decided this time that we were going to camp on the way to Phoenix. We went to Grand Prix Phoenix. We worked it. We came back through Tombstone. We camped. Then went up through White Sands, hung out. We did sand sliding. And then we drove home. It was amazing. Probably one of the best weekends I've had in a long time.
See, I'm like I feel being outdoor. Like, I don't spend a lot of time outside. That's been for sure a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always inside either writing, doing something. So that's another thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
feel better being on the bike just because I'm in sunlight for an hour a day.
I've never seen a comedian in the wild.
Believe it or not, I've met a few that live in vans. I've done shows with them. Josh Cox actually souped his van out. They have like batteries. He has like a propane stove, built a bed in there.
Dude, that is what's up props.
like,
mad props.
He has solar panels on the top to charge batteries, as well as they're hooked to the alternators, so they're charging while he's driving. And he just hits the road and
So,
goes, and like the same
He's a
dude.
comedian, so the van's no joke.
It takes a part of a lot of his jokes, you know what I mean? He'd be like, yeah, do I love getting girls, you know? Like, hey, you want to come back to the van?
Check
Like,
out these propane tanks. They're nice jugs.
So I kicked her out the van, you know what I mean? Like, just, So many good taglines with that.
I would probably get in trouble with that. Yeah.
But like, God, it'd be crazy to do something like that. The guy from Brooklyn, he's like someone bought the housing development, like the apartment, the big building that they lived in, and then they were able to up the rent, but like, it was like a crazy amount. Like, it went from like $700 to like $1,400 or something like that. And he's like, fuck it. He just got a van.
That's what's up.
And he's like, I'm just gonna go drive around and do comedy. He's like, I haven't been home in 3 years.
I'm a very free spirit. I like to travel as often as I can.
I'm excited. Comedy's giving me that. That's what's really beautiful about this. Is comedy's giving me the opportunities to just get the fuck out of Amarillo for a little while.
Right. Well, so we were talking about Amarillo earlier. Let me tell you, from all my travels, the thing that I think is the most valuable resource that Amarillo offers is simplicity.
Yeah. I mean, like,
And I think it's easy to become accustomed to it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
But after traveling in, Seattle and Denver and Austin and Houston and Dallas, Fort Worth and Kansas City, it's like, man.
After a road trip, like we went from here to Denver to Fort Collins, and then we drove from Fort Collins back here.
Yeah.
When we got back here, I was pretty thankful to be like, it's calm, it's docile. Like, you literally feel like you're driving to the past.
You can drive to wherever you want to go and park your car. You don't have to park somewhere else.
Well, and then I absolutely hate driving in unfamiliar territory. Because I panic.
All of a sudden,
I mean?
I want to play you at Mario Kart.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty good at it. I got the double dash.
Oh, yeah.
I got the double dash.
Oh yeah.
Don't you be challenging me to no
Oh,
double dash.
dude.
You know all the secret shortcuts and shit, though, don't you?
No, I'm fair. If I really wanted to be a bastard, I would bring Bob from the store because he's the best Mario Karter I've ever seen.
The best Mario Karter I've ever seen is my friend Joshua Jones, dude.
We should have a Mario Kart off. I'll bring my best. You bring your best.
I guarantee you I can't compete. But
Well,
I will
I
get
can't
my.
compete, but I can bring.
I'll build a team. I'll build a team. This is our fantasy, or like our fantasy football.
Mario Kart.
But we know the players. Okay, what would that be like? The Pro Bowl. This is like the Pro Bowl.
Maybe we gotta find like a player for each system. Like, I'll have Bob do Super Nintendo, but maybe I can find somebody else to do.
I only know
64.
I only know GameCube players, man.
Oh, see, I'll find GameCube players that play Mario Kart. We go down.
I can make it cracking, dude.
So if you play Mario Kart and you're listening, maybe you should send a message.
Yeah, leave a comment and make sure to like my thing. Like it, man. Just go ahead and hit that like button.
Oh yeah, by the way,
I-
like his thing. It's YCC.
Yeah, Yellow City Comedy and Productions, or you can just hit a like on. Nobody hits the like buttons.
You know what I have a hard time with? I have a hard time with Google reviews. Getting people to like review it on Google.
Yeah.
It's tough. Like,
Unless they're fucking mad, and then they're more than happy to leave a review.
that's very true. That is very true. So, but
Like-
yeah, no.
You don't see a lot of positive Yelpers. You can tell who's a Yelper too. If you go
do
to,
people use Yelp in Amarillo?
I know for sure we get reviews. Like, I've seen, you know what I mean. I've literally heard people drop the classic, like, I'm gonna leave a bad review, like, while I was eating somewhere.
Yeah, but what that's translated to is I can't do anything, so I'm gonna be spiteful.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing too, to just like hate a company because your steak was overcooked.
Well, and I think reviews are flawed. I think reviews should be updated every time you go to a business.
Yeah, like
maybe they did have not good service this one day.
But it's like if
the
you left
next
a
day
review
it's
in
5 stars.
Google, they clearly follow everything you do. Whenever
mean-
you get back into that restaurant, it should wipe your review, send you a message, because we already know you're listening. Send us a message that say, hey man, re-review this shit. Was it better than last time?
Well, and also, like, can we break down the review? Like, can we review the drinks? Can we review the main entree, the desserts? Because there's some places that I just think that appetizers are fan-fucking-tastic, but I would never eat a main course there.
Well, see, I go to Texas Firehouse all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Beer, pizza, and nachos. Like, I never order a burger. I get their pizzas on Tuesday, which, oh shit, today's Tuesday.
Today's motherfucking Tuesday.
I'm gonna
Taco Tuesdays are pizzas?
No, they have the, like, buy one specialty pizza, get a normal pizza for free.
They're competing with the Mexicans?
I guess so, dude. Oh no, you just started a whole like hashtag, man.
Italians versus Mexicans.
Yeah, you just started a whole hashtag, dude.
If I get cheaper
like
food,
a whore.
Like, I've never seen 19-cent tacos before.
They're gonna be like, we're giving pizzas away. If you come here, we'll give you $20 and a pizza.
Hell yeah. And then KFC
Leave a
comes
review.
in. Free full release with every bucket of chicken.
I was trying. There was somebody that online. They were like, maybe it was like Domino's or KFC. It was some like restaurant like that. They were like roasting people that would like leave comments in there.
Oh, Wendy's.
Was it Wendy's?
Wendy's went hard, man.
That was so funny.
Dude.
I read a few of them the other day.
Yeah, no, they were pretty amusing. I dig them. Like, I think that's pretty brave, but yeah, go for it.
Like, I want to know who pitched it, like, and who let it slide through. Like, who was like, I'm pretty sure this is gonna work, and they're like, well, you know, your ass is on the line. Like, if this doesn't
Like-
work, you're fired immediately. We were gonna fire you on live TV.
I don't know if it was engineered or if it was a fluke.
It may have just been some pissed off dude
Well, but yeah,
running
exactly.
the Twitter,
Because, I mean,
and then it worked, and they're like, he got a raise.
oh yeah, because you know, like, some people will leave reviews, and you know, owning your own business, your knee-jerk reaction is to get defensive. But I found that a lot of the reviews that were negative helped me become a better business. You know.
So like, you would read them in sincerity.
Oh yeah, I would read them. I'd meet up with people and I'd listen to their grievances and I'd ask them for solutions. You
And
know,
I
mean,
imagine
this
less
is
people
my-
get mad at you than like if you don't have a certain card. It's not like the truck didn't show up. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
if I'm owning a restaurant, I'm out of chicken wings. It's kind of on me that we ran out, or like the truck didn't show up. There's something that happened.
Exactly.
If you don't have this card, it's kind of like it hasn't come through my door yet. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Right. Well, I mean, and now I've begun to travel and work with other game stores and trade merchandise back and forth
Yeah.
to make sure that we do have the product. Video games, board games, whatever.
And see, that's so tight, dude. It's blossomed from something so small that was like impressive as fuck when I was a kid. Dude, that was like the place.
Dude, the intensity of the flea market, few people who were there, like,
You could still smoke cigarettes. And like, dude, people are like smoking cigarettes and hookahs and
dude, yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then I remember Pablo Orta, he had the music store right across from us, and he would always stand over there and look in amazement at all the kids and just be blown away.
and they're
Yeah.
spending money.
Oh yeah.
Cause like, dude, they gotta get a pack. I'm like, you know how many sleeves I bought that I didn't need? Like, I have like the orange ones. I'm like, well, this week I feel like running pink, so I just buy another. Like, I had so many decks, and that was I had, if I had expendable income, like if I had any
Oh,
income
yeah.
whatsoever, it went towards that. Cause what else am I? I'm not gonna go grocery shopping. I'm 15.
That's very true.
I might have to buy a tube for my bike, but so I can make it to
thing
the
about
flea
the
market.
flea market, we only had those 2 tables, right? The 2 6-foot picnic tables that we assembled.
And people would wait in line.
They would wait.
to use.
They would wait outside. They would wait on the inside. And the people who lost their games would get up, and then the people waiting would sit down to play the people who won. And
Dude.
it was crazy. I begged the flea market to give me more spaces in there because there was just so many people, you know. And it was like you know how magic started in my store?
No,
Dude, let me tell you how it started.
because were you already into it?
No, so I was selling video games to try to get more video games to finish my Nintendo collection. Okay,
And then you're gonna shut down.
and so I wanted one of every Nintendo game, and then eventually expanded to Super and then 64, which was pretty easy to get. And the way, like, driving around, I was wasting a lot of time and money. So I was like, well, what if people would just come to me at a place? You know, it's like I'm not shady, but like I need to meet up with you to trade stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so my friend recommended the flea market because it was only 2 days and it was only 9 to 5.
You can still work your
I
job.
could still work my job, right? So I did this while I was at Hooters.
Walk up, you're like, Bill, I started my own job.
I did, bro. I used to have really long hair, and they'd ask me all the time to like cut it. You know what I mean? And I just do it up in like a bun,
Put a hat on.
right? But this was like 2002, so don't give me no bullshit about man buns. Fucking so
You started the trend for Magic, for
Fuck.
nerds, and for man buns, bro. You're just a trend-setting motherfucker.
I cut my hair because I found another job that was gonna pay me $2 more an hour, and I had asked for months for a raise. Like I just wanted $10 an hour.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
It's
I
reasonable.
wanted $10. You know. So this other job was gonna offer me $11.50 to go work for him at a marble shop. Right. I was gonna do marble, but I mean, like, fuck it. They're gonna pay me more.
I've been there, dude. I used to dig waterfalls in people's front yards in Denver. That was
Yeah.
they paid more than Chick-fil-A or Chipotle.
I cut my hair for the shop because at the marble shop, long hair is a hazard.
Yeah.
So I cut my hair and I came to work and my boss was just like, "Man, you look nice today. You just trying to get that raise?" And I was like, "I already got it." And he was like baffled. He's like, "I didn't give it to you." And I was like, "No, I went and got another job. It's my 2 weeks, man. Have a good day." And I just walked off.
He didn't go like, "I'll match."
No,
Damn. That.
man.
I bet
fuck
he
that.
would have if he could.
I stopped waiting on people, man.
And that's what's crazy. Like I don't know how to I didn't know how to book a show. I didn't know how to do any of that, man.
No, you feel it out, man. Just like man, your curiosity is what's driving you, and your need to know, like the curiosity of the feeling, but the need to know.
But back to it, how did Magic start in your shop?
Magic started because I got bored, and I was building Magic decks, and kids were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm building a deck." And then one of my friends was walking around one time and was like, "I got my cards." And I was like, "That's cool." And then he showed up the next weekend with his cards and we played each other a couple games. And within like weeks, it was like 20 people. And then within months, it was to where there were lines out the door and we started ordering product from Wizards. And
See, it just snowballed super fast.
it was crazy insane. And I often wonder, you know, like I was so naive to business. You know, I was just following my heart, you know, exactly what you're doing. Like I just knew I needed to do it. I knew I wanted to do Magic. So I just kept expanding upon it.
See,
And
and like imagine if you had like any business sense back, like you're like I could have been here like 3 years ago where I'm at right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I don't dwell on regret.
Well, no, but like it's cool to know that like you didn't have to take the traditional route to get to where you're at. Like you
go
went
to business school or anything. No,
You know, you're just like I'll figure it out, and then when something bad happens, I'll jot it down as like a don't do that again. And
Yeah,
then,
no, I have a notebook I carry with me everywhere, and I always take notes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll walk into a business and I'll see what they're doing that's good, and I'd see how they handle situations and interact with them, and then take what I like and try to replicate.
try to apply it. Yeah, dude, you guys
know?
have like the snack stand. You know how I got into Magic?
How'd you get into Magic?
Some dude, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Some guy, like it was like a shady drug deal. We were at Big Apple Comics. He like takes me out of the game room into like the comics section. Has like a long white box. Opens it. It's full of. He has like mana over here, and these are all. And he's like, I just don't want to play anymore. I'll take it $15 or something like that. It was I didn't know anything about the game. I didn't know if the cards were good or bad, but I knew that was if I spent $15, that was more than if I spent $15 up front. Which is why he was doing it all shady, because they were told he'd already been told he can't sell that there because it's a store. Like it's
right.
And so I bought it. You know what I mean? And like had to like convince another kid to go buy like a starter deck so we could learn how to build my deck. And then we also had the rules, so we could, because I didn't have a cell phone, I couldn't just Google like how to play Magic.
Right. Yeah.
So now we're like shady in like the like comic book section playing, because we're the only one in the store playing Magic. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was the first time I ever like.
What year was that?
2004, 2005, maybe 2005. It was before I had a car for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
'Cause I used to go when I had a car. It was all about going to Griffin Games, the flea market, and then we would hit Big Apple sometimes, like on the weekend, like Saturday, just to go see if anybody was up there. Because Yu-Gi-Oh really stayed there for a long time. that was what thrived. There was Yu-Gi-Oh, and then people started playing Pokemon again.
That was part of the reason why I wanted to open a store outside of the flea market was there was not at that time anywhere that you could play Magic. And I went up to Ed and I asked Ed if I could work for him. So that way I could do tournaments there and we could have, instead of having the tournaments at the flea market, we could do Friday Night Magic and do stuff out of Big Apple.
Yeah.
And Ed was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. And then I was like, okay, and we went and scouted the spot off of 46th in Washington.
I rode my bike there today, and it made me sick to my stomach to see that Tootin' Totem there, man. Because I hadn't been over there in a long time.
Yeah, well, they doing business.
I guess.
Yeah, but, I mean, at the same time, I'm in a better spot.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Because-
it all worked out. It all definitely worked out.
Absolutely. Well, and that's the first rule of business is you
Adapt.
solve life with unbridled resolve.
You told me about a book that I should read.
Oh, man,
Well,
I love books.
Yeah, what was do you by any chance, I can't even remember what it was about. Maybe like lessons of something like
Like, what was
it
the
may have-
context
it
of
may-
the conversation?
we were at the taco stand, man.
We were at the taco stand.
Yeah, we were at the food truck, YCC, or the YCSF food truck.
Right, yeah.
And we were talking about something, and you said this guy wrote a book. And I want to say maybe it was like lessons or something about, it may have been about writing or something like that.
Huh.
But like I thought about it for a while, but I never made my way to Barnes and Nobles. I'm not even sure if I said that correctly.
Man, I cannot remember what book we were talking about.
For the life, like I googled it. I even looked it up online, and I just feel, yeah, you're right. I have no clue. It does.
It might have been something with Robert Greene.
Maybe. I was gonna expand on that. I just bought the Zombie Survival Guide the other day because I wanted to read it again. So.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I read stuff like that. I love George Carlin's books. I'll read those.
Of course.
And then I like Richard Dawkins a lot, so I've been reading
right.
him.
I
I've been
mean,
trying to. That takes some time. His books are so big, dude. You're like, Jesus Christ. Like
I've never read any of those.
you're like 400 pages in. You're like, how on earth am I like halfway?
Right. Yeah. I like reference books.
Like kind of like learning how to do stuff like that
Yeah.
for dummies. You have like a whole
No,
architects for dummies.
No, I got all the hardcore ones.
Bass sea fishing for dummies.
Yeah. I got a few fiction stuff that I read.
You should write a book. You
I
should,
like Mark Twain.
about those seminars you're doing, like the speeches. One day you
Oh.
can just put a book out and let it, like, it'll do the work for you. And you can still go do that, but you have a book to sell. You have merch.
Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought about that.
Yeah. And they also have like a reference now. They can go back and check like chapter by chapter, like the stages that you told them to go through.
Oh, yeah. That's a really good point. I actually put together a pamphlet. So that way they can like go over the highlight. I didn't think about like an actual book.
You could do it. I
Oh,
could.
yeah.
Like it's a lot of writing though.
Dear God, I have so many references.
So like, how big is the pamphlet? Basically a book. All you have to do, if it's
No,
pretty
the
thick
pa-
already,
the
you just shrink it.
pamphlet goes over the topics that I'll go over, and then it has in the back it has like a couple techniques and like things to remember, So, but it doesn't go in depth. Like there's so much to authenticating
Dude,
a magic card.
Oprah will bring her show back just to have your book as part of her book club.
Shit, I work with Oprah.
Did you hear everyone saying she should run for president?
Yeah, I mean it's not necessarily bad.
I don't know. I have to keep out of that stuff now. I just have to go. I don't care.
I
just-
honestly would be thrilled if more people ran for presidency.
Yeah, I was listening to somebody. They're like, "There's how many millions or billions of people or whatever, and we couldn't come up with 2 more candidates."
I mean, that's one of the hard parts of Facebook. Like I'll look through and I'll see people complaining about stuff, and they'll mention things that they don't like, and then whenever I retort to them, well, what do you like? You know, because if you don't like a particular person and you post their name over and over, you're just like broadening their platform.
Yeah, you're only helping them.
Yeah,
And like I
exactly.
understand that fully because I'll make fun of Trump, but I promise you anything. If Hillary would have won, I'd be making fun of her. If what was the dude, the hot like the little goblin dude, Bernie Sanders.
Goblin dude.
If he would have won,
If he would have been like the Hobbit, that's probably more his style.
yeah, but you saw him. We all saw him. Little
Right.
goblin guy. If he would have won, I'd be making fun of him too. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So, but yeah, Trump's. It's kind of a bummer that he won just for writing standpoint because it's like a go-to.
Yeah, I actually was kind of inspired by it.
I stood up for him. I was like, well, like I didn't vote for him. I was like, but he won. You have to give him a chance. Like people voted for him, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I feel like the silver lining is that when Trump won, he proved that anybody could be president. I mean,
they can also tweet all day and drink he drinks 5 Diet Cokes a day.
I mean, that's whatever he wants, but like he proved the American dream.
Yeah, no, he's done it his whole life.
He's not a politician.
He's proved the American dream his whole life.
Right.
If anybody is a very, very literal, like I live the American dream, is Donald Trump. 100%. His entire life. Like, I mean, he was born into money, yes, but that's part of, that'd be dope too. Like, if your parents had achieved the American dream, they'd have a lot of money.
He made it work to his advantage. Now, he also hurt a lot of people. I know that's true. And so, in the scheme of things, like, I don't know the guy, so.
It's just so crazy. It's just, if you just sit back and really think about what we've all witnessed for the last, 2 or 3 years, it's
Oh, man, it's wild.
so crazy.
Harambe.
Oh, my God. yeah, that's what I meant. For sure, that's what I was going with.
I couldn't help it.
Catch me outside, it's been such a crazy time.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, intellectual property, man, that's where it's at.
Anybody can be famous now.
Well, I mean, yeah, but can you stick around and sustain?
It's like, can you be dumb? That's what I want to know. Can you get famous for a stupid reason and then turn it into like a real career? Like, can you become the Catch Me Outside? How about that? Can you be
Right.
that person who accidentally gets famous and then
puts it to good use.
and then you're an actor?
I've
You're starring next to
actually-
Brad Pitt, something like that.
There's a couple people that have done that I've seen, actually.
Because that's impressive. That's if you went from like a Vine star to like
Right.
you're on a network syndicated TV show.
Oh, the rap battles of history.
Okay, yeah, good
That-
example. That's a
that-
great example.
Yeah, totally.
But like it'd be like, yeah, it'd just be crazy. Like if you let's just say like hypothetically you're like a Vine star, and I know it's not around anymore, but I don't watch a lot of TV. But let's say like then you got like a not necessarily like a 1 episode role, but like you're in a season of Breaking Bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Something like that. That's amazing. But like if you just become stupid famous because you said something dumb on Dr. Phil,
Oh,
and
man,
then you
yeah.
treat it the way I've seen someone in the past treat it, it doesn't seem like it's worth anything.
Well, yeah, and so what we learn is the more people that know your name, the more valuable you are.
That's 100%. It's all
And-
about recognition.
And so,
And they put dollar signs next to it.
well, that's because everything is marketable. I mean, look
Like
look
Bill Hicks called it. He's like, if you're in advertising, kill yourself. I know what you're thinking. Like, oh, where's the punchline come? There is no punchline. Like, go home, get a gun, and fucking kill yourself. Like, he's like, and he does it for like 4 minutes. Like, you guys are like, oh, see what he's doing right now. He's doing this. He's like, if there's marketing people in right now, he's going for the anti-marketing dollar. That's smart. He's like, fuck you, you scumbag.
Yeah.
Kill yourself. And like, everything is marketable. You can't do anything without advertising or advertisements being thrown at you.
Well, and that's so I have a dilemma with a lot of marketing. And my dilemma is I need to get the word out there about my business and get new people in. You know, we have 200,000 people in Amarillo. We could say 225 with all the people that don't live here that are residing.
Right.
So if I could get 10%,
Yeah.
to know who I am.
Exactly.
that's
That would
22
change everything.
Yeah. And so But my problem is like I detest marketing. So I like when I advertise my business, I don't do it necessarily the most conventional ways, and radio and stuff like that. I mean, I have.
See,
Don't
that's
get me wrong. I've
That's what's
experimented.
crazy to me. I don't even understand where to start to get like I don't know how to go. Hey, advertise this on radio. Like how like some people promote shows. Like you'll have like I don't know. I really don't know how to explain. Like let's just say like the Green Gorilla will sponsor this concert. Like I don't even know what that means. Like in my head I have no clue what that means.
It's so
to
easy.
get like a sponsor in order to like help me throw a comedy show to make sure these comics are getting paid, or like there's a whole world of that I still have to learn.
Oh, well, I can help you with that. I can consult you.
But see, so you have dealt with radio. So you advertise through
Oh, yeah.
Facebook, Instagram.
I have marketed just about every way that you can. I find that word of mouth is probably the best.
I would say do like a cheesy commercial, but like who's watching network or like
Dude, honestly, you're going to get
not
more
cable or like
advertisement out of a witty meme than you would a commercial.
You don't want a successful meme. I mean, you might like if you post underneath your business, but like I tried to be funny that one time with that Hastings meme, and
Bro,
I had to turn.
that was fire.
I had to turn my phone off to go to bed that night. Like,
Ding, ding, ding,
yeah,
ding.
I got hundreds of friend requests.
Dude, that was the original, and it was awesome. Honestly.
And you know how that happened? I was just stoned on my couch. I was hanging like with my girlfriend. I looked at her. I was like, dude, I really wish we could go to Hastings right now. Like I'm bummed. Like we have nothing to do. We're bored. Or, if we could just go walk around Hastings, we'd buy a coffee, look at all the stuff, talk ourselves out of buying it, and then just go home.
Right,
I'm pretty sure it's raining right now.
Dude, that's hot. We need moisture so bad.
I'm pretty sure what that sound was. Or one of my dogs is eating a bag of chips.
Son of a bitch. Oh.
Oh, man, we're an hour and 41 in, dude. We can call it if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
good.